Hi guys, so I'm Rose and this is Krista and we are back with another video here on City Bright. Today we are so excited to do this Q&A. You guys sent in some awesome questions and so we're just going to dive right in and answer them.
Okay, are you ready? So this first one was for Rose, obviously, because she is the makeup queen. And this person wanted to know like your best makeup tips and how do you always, how does your makeup always look so flawless?
Oh, well, thank you to this person. But so anyways, I learned how to do makeup, or the best that I can, off of YouTube videos. I love YouTube, so check out all the YouTube videos. But one of the biggest tips that I have is with false eyelashes. The biggest thing that I learned is that if you don't let the glue get tacky and wait a while, they're not going to go on right. So you definitely want to do that. And just watch all the videos, watch all the tutorials that you can, and learn and practice and mess up a bunch of times. And eventually, it'll get better.
I don't know. I watch makeup tutorial videos, and my makeup does not look like hers. So
you always look beautiful.
I don't know.
Thank you.
But yeah, your makeup always looks great. Okay, so the next question that came in, they wanted to know how we each met our husbands. So
okay. You go first.
Okay. Long story short, I met Pablo when I went to Costa Rica. I was going to learn Spanish, and they placed me with a host family, and it was Pablo's parents, and he came home one weekend. We met, and so I always say that I came home with Spanish and a husband, so, you know, there you go, winning on that. But, so that's how we met in Costa Rica when I went to study Spanish.
Yeah, and that is so awesome. Like, she says I can do makeup, but she can speak Spanish, which is a much bigger thing. But anyways, so I met Manny. Manny is actually from London, England. He moved to Indiana, where I grew up, on a soccer scholarship. He's a soccer player, or football, as he calls it. So he moved there, and we just met when he was in college there playing soccer, and the rest is history. We've been together for a little while now, and
yeah,
it's
how
awesome.
long have you guys been together?
We've been together, been dating for over 5 years, pushing like 6 years now, and we've been married for a little over 2.5. So yeah.
Awesome. And the next video will be the announcement of her baby. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so the next one says, we know you guys work at a church, but what would you do if you weren't a worship pastor and a student pastor? Which I'm actually not the student pastor anymore, but that's okay. I'm the next gym pastor. But what I am? Just saying. I love being a student pastor, but now we've transitioned. We are going to be interviewing the student pastors. But what would you do if you couldn't do that and you had to do something else for your job?
So I couldn't do anything ministry related, or technically ministry related. I would probably either do something with kids, like be some kind of like preschool teacher or something like that. I've always thought that would be super fun. Or a makeup artist, or both. Maybe I could just do makeup a little bit.
On the kids?
Probably not on the kids, but maybe like on the side do the makeup, and then during the day work with kids. I think I just made up a new job for myself.
There you go.
So.
That'll be good. That'll be good. I would, this is so funny. I would be like a co-host on, like, I would like to be Kelly from Ryan and Kelly. Kelly Ripa, only like Krista and Ryan. I would love to be on that show. So Kelly, if you're watching this, you ever need a vacation, I will come and fill in for you.
You're basically trying to take her job, is what you're telling her.
When you get ready to retire, Ryan, you just call me. Or, well, I guess I don't have to, just because you had to. So I would do that. I would do that. Or I also used to want to be an eye doctor when I was a little girl. But then I found out how long you had to go to school, and I was like,
that's
no thanks.
the issue.
So that's that. Oh, a good one. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food, I would have to say probably like Italian food. I love any kind of pasta or anything like that. So that's probably like ultimately my favorite. I pretty much love any kind of food, but Italian food I think is like the number one.
Okay. Yeah, I love Italian food. What would be my favorite food? Okay, I don't know. It's not really like a food, I guess, as far as like a meal, but if I could only choose, I would choose chocolate chip cookies. That's what I would eat.
If we're going to go that route.
Okay, are you going to that?
If I had to choose one thing to eat, I was thinking like food group, but I like that better. So I would just eat fruit. I love any kind of fruit. Like,
she's like fruit.
Like,
I'm like, I'm gonna eat some cookies.
No joke. To me, that is like cookies. I love fruit.
Which fruit?
So much.
What's your favorite fruit?
Probably a combination, or it depends, but probably cantaloupe, which everybody I call it mushmelon. I don't know what you call cantaloupe.
What do you call it?
Mushmelon. Have you ever heard that before?
No.
I think it's like a Southern thing, and you're Southern, so you would think you would have heard that before.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, cantaloupe or watermelon are probably like my two favorites, and strawberries and blueberries, and all of them.
So all of the fruits that are on the earth.
Exactly.
Mushmelon. That, if you've
I
ever...
cannot believe you've never heard that, because you're
No.
Southern.
I'm super Southern, but if
I
any
thought
of
it
my
was a Southern
Southern
thing.
peeps have heard of mushmelon,
Yeah,
it's like marshmallow.
M-U-S-H. Melon.
Like comment or something and
Yeah.
let us know.
I'm
if
sure you have.
Rose is the only
She's
one.
just not a real Southern person.
Oh my goodness. I was born in Colorado, so. Okay. Oh, well, this is a really good question. What is the channel about?
What is the channel about? You want to go? Because I think I've been going first on like
Okay.
the question.
Well, I'll kind of explain. You can like follow up.
Okay.
But basically, we just wanted to give like a platform and a voice to different people and different things that glorify God. And we're not trying to sound super spiritual in that or anything. It's just really that we love talking to people and hearing their stories. And so it could be like artists or pastors or stay-at-home moms or hairstylists, but anybody whose story they want to tell their story and it glorifies God. And we just love doing this, and we feel like God has really given us a heart to, how do you want to say it? Just, I guess, like explore things through this
To
forum.
reach people in this way. Yeah. And I think just to kind of follow up on that, some of these videos might be just like fun videos, fun sit-down videos or funny videos, something like that. And to just give people just some fun entertainment, something that's good and clean and family-friendly and just some entertainment. Sometimes that'll be thrown in too. So
Yeah.
it'll be a mixture of some serious topics and then some fun stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a good question. Okay, well, I guess this one's for me because it says, what is your best mom advice?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if there is like one best piece of mom advice. Honestly, I don't think you ever know what you're doing. And if you feel like you're messing up a lot and you're, doing it all wrong, you're probably doing a lot right. This sounds like super cliche, but you just have to pray a lot because honestly, it's such a big responsibility and you really never have it all figured out. You love your kids as hard as you can and you pray a lot and ask God to like fill in everywhere that you lack and mess up because you are. But love your kids, pray over them a lot, and then just know that you're doing a good job and nobody gets it perfect. You're going to feel like a failure a lot of the time, and that probably means that, God's got it and you're doing a good job. So
Yeah, and Krista has great advice because she is an awesome mom. Her and Pablo are great parents, and they have just the cutest kids ever and the sweetest kids. So she has a lot of good advice on that, I can tell you that. Maybe more videos, if you leave more questions, she can cover more of that for sure.
oh, well, we'll see about that. But what about, okay, I'm going to ask a question on that for like mom advice. Do we have any kind of time frame in the future of when we might be going to be able to ask you some questions about that? Or is that like...
Hopefully soon. Hopefully very soon. So we'll see.
What
Maybe
does
we'll
soon
have
mean?
anytime. Maybe we'll have an announcement. I don't know.
Ooh.
So
That'll be a good video. All right. This is
that's all we're worried about is the video content. Oh yeah, that'd be a great video.
Great video. The announcement. The next question is, what is your favorite book?
Favorite book?
I know it's the Bible.
So, I was gonna say, other than the Bible, because
Of
that's like
course.
the most expected answer. But other than the Bible, I have a couple of favorite books, actually recent ones. So one of them is called Soar, and it's from T.D. Jakes. It is kind of like a book geared more towards like entrepreneurs, but it's really for everybody. It's awesome. And then there's another book from a girl named Rachel Hollis. It's called Girl Wash Your Face, and it's like just kind of like a fun book, but it's actually like some of it's really inspiring and really good and really helpful. So I like it. Yeah.
Okay. I have a really good book, and this kind of goes back to the mom question, but it's called Praying Circles Around Your Children, and that's really good. And then this is totally nothing spiritual, but if you're going on vacation and you want to sit on the beach and read good books, Karen Kingsbury has a lot of good books that I like to read. So if you want to just read like a fun kind of like, it's like Christian fiction, I guess, if that is a thing, but you know what I mean. So that's good. What is your most embarrassing moment?
My most embarrassing moment. So I am a pretty embarrassing person. So there is a lot of these. I mean, I've done plenty of things. I've fallen off stages. I've done different things. But I'm going to tell you guys a story of the time that I fell off a treadmill. And I was younger. I was trying to be cool. My friend that I was with was a runner, and she was really tall and really athletic. And I'm like the most non-athletic person. Like, it just doesn't happen. I'm not made that way. So I get on the treadmill, and she's going like full speed when she was on it. So I'm like, oh, perfect, I can do that. I can't do that. So I get on the treadmill, and I'm like running full speed, and my two friends decide to jump on the back of the treadmill. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. And so I just fall, like I'm just like collapsed on this fully going treadmill, and my friends get off and they're sitting there laughing at me as I'm laying on the treadmill. So I get off. My sister had to come downstairs and get me. It was at her house, and my leg had like a bruise like this big. It was so bad, and I was so humiliated because I was always insecure about not being athletic, and that was like proof that I was just not athletic. But I embraced it and did something different.
Have you gotten on a
life.
treadmill since then?
I have, but I'm very cautious. I put the little clip thing on, and I'm like going at like a 2, but I do the best I can.
That's funny. That is really fun. I think my most embarrassing moments, like most of them, involve trying to speak Spanish early on when I didn't know the language very well, and I said a lot of inappropriate things on an accident. We're just going to leave it at that, but it was definitely when I was trying to speak Spanish and I didn't have a grasp on the language, and
I feel like that's easy to do with Spanish.
It
too.
was
like,
so
many things.
So many words are similar, and so you mean one thing and you say something else, and it is not good.
Yeah.
So, okay, this one said, if you could meet someone famous, who would it be?
Oh, you go first. I don't know. Do you know?
Okay, I do, but I'm just gonna be honest and tell you the truth, because I could say someone like really spiritual or someone really like some, world changer or whatever. But I mean, don't get me wrong. You could be a world changer. Don't be offended by this when I say who you are. You have changed the world. I don't know why. I've always liked Jennifer Lopez. I have. And so I think it would be cool to meet her and sit down and talk to her. J-Lo, if you're out there watching our channel and you want to like meet up, I would love to meet you. So
okay, so I could go like the super spiritual route. There are plenty of like worship leaders that I would love to meet, but somebody that I've always wanted to meet and I've always hoped that I meet whenever I go to Nashville, because she's there a lot, would be Taylor Swift. I listened to her songs and like her albums and everything so much when I was younger. I literally feel like we have a connection. So I would love to meet her and just be able to talk to her and say hi. I've literally looked for her. I've looked for her in Nashville. I think I can claim that at this point that I'm a Swiftie. I've looked for her before, I'm not gonna lie. So Taylor, if you're out there, I'd love to meet you.
So that kind of goes along with the next question. If you could be in one TV show, what would it be? And then who would you want to be? Like what character?
Go ahead.
Okay. I would want to be in This Is Us, and I would want to be Mandy Moore's character. I think that would be so fun to be in that show. I love that show. I watch that show. Pablo and I watch it every week, and it's coming on tomorrow night. I'm so excited because we missed it last week. So I would want to be Mandy Moore because I would love to sing like her. She's beautiful, and I love her character and like the story that is. So that's what I would do.
So I would want to be in This Is Us. I love that show. I think there's something that everybody can relate to in that show.
You would want to be Deja.
Well, that's a good one. I didn't think about her. That would be awesome. But the one that I was gonna say is Beth, Randall's wife.
Oh, she's awesome.
I love her. I think her attitude is just awesome.
Yeah.
So I think I'll just stick with one. That would be my number one show that I would want to be in, because I just think like it's just one of the best shows that there is, like that there've ever been. And Beth is just hilarious.
She is
and
funny.
she's like strong and pretty, and I'd love to be her.
Yeah,
so.
that is true. I didn't think about her. Okay, so this is actually the last one, and it's a really good one. It's kind of a deep one, but it says, how do you maintain a close relationship with God?
Okay.
You can take that one.
You ready to go?
Yep.
Okay. So I think one of the most important things for me anyway is to start my day off in, hanging out with God. That's kind of like the number one thing. I think it's so easy to just go about your day and then give him what's left over, for 2 minutes. But I think it's something really special about starting your day, maybe even getting up earlier, which I try to do as often as I can, getting up earlier and starting your day off with just that, just hanging out with God, just listening for him, not talking all the time, but just listening for him. For me, I'm a talker, so I like to kind of get going and I don't listen as often. So that's one really important thing, to put him first in your day, and also to give him time to speak to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's so good. And I agree 100%, but I'll be honest, for me, that is a struggle a lot of times. And it seems like the earlier that I try to get up, I'll set my alarm, the earlier my kids get up. And so they want to, breakfast or, get in bed with me or whatever it is. And so that has been a struggle. I've had to find sometimes creative ways to do that. I agree 100%. Starting your day off is the best. But I want to kind of encourage anybody out there who maybe you are struggling with that, then anytime really. Carve out any time during your day, just along your day. Acknowledge God, talk to him throughout your day. That's been a game changer for me, is knowing that the best time is to get up in the morning and really have that time with him first. It sets the tone for your day. But if that doesn't always happen consistently, then just throughout the day is okay too. And really just, maintaining that communication. That's important.
I agree. I've had some of the best times with God just driving in the car
Yeah.
or when I'm getting ready, something like that. Because there are days that I don't even get up early, or that, you know, the cool thing about God is He's always there and He's
Yeah.
always listening. So you don't really have to do that, but it does help.
It really does.
But it's
yeah.
something that, you know, you can talk to Him anytime. You should always be talking to Him. Just live in that,
Yeah.
you know, live a lifestyle of it. So
Yeah, but for sure,
important.
getting up early. I mean, it makes a difference in your day. It always
Yeah.
makes a difference in my day, so it's a
yeah,
good thing.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's a good habit to get into if you can. But it's harder for some people than it is for others, for sure. It's hard for me, and I don't even have kids yet, but I like press the snooze
Are
button
you a
few
morning
times.
person?
I'm not a morning person. No, I try to be because I like to get up early, but I fail at it. So
All right. Well, that is all the questions that you guys sent in. Thank you so much for sending in questions, guys. That was fun.
yeah, it was fun. Maybe we'll have to do this again soon.
Yeah.
It'll be
If
fun.
you have any other ones, like the video, subscribe to the channel City Bright, and
Yeah.
we will see you guys in the next video.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.